ça devient vieux, et plus ça devient bête.
Jacques Brel was a fascinating character, a highly influential songwriter, musician, and filmmaker. But it's not his tale that's told in the Fringe musical Brel. Rather, 14 of his unique tunes and his unique way of performing them make up the heart of the show.
The 14 different pieces that are in the show, it's like 14 different shows that you're going to see. All in this, for one ticket price, you get to see 14 shows. Every single one has a different story to it. Most of them have an entirely different character. It's often said that Jacques Brel is made not to be sung, but to be performed. So it's perfect for musical theater.
While the musician was a star in Europe, he wasn't especially well known in North America. Nathan Copens admits he wasn't overly familiar with the music before being approached to appear in the show.
I, heard the name, and he has kind of that cult following, so you think and go, what's so interesting about this guy if you don't know him, right? And then when you get to play the music, there's some dark humor, some really fun stuff to play with.
While Brel wrote mainly in French, his songs have frequently been adapted into English, occasionally with less than accurate results. Those familiar with the tune Seasons in the Sun may be surprised to hear the song it is based upon.
I think he's singing to his love and singing about the sadness of dying. And, well, I think it'll be hilarious when people see what was really written in this song. Because without giving too much away, it's definitely not a love song.
In fact, Brel's words getting lost in translation led in part to Seidel's decision to create this show. She fell in love with another well-known production, Jacques Brel is Alive and Well and Living in Paris, but felt it didn't work in English.
The translations in that piece were done in the 60s, and we've changed a bit since the 60s as part of it, so some of what they said was definitely incorrect, not acceptable on the stage today, not acceptable in regular conversation.
But she discovered other translations that she believed to not only be more accurate, but also more true to Brel's original vision.
They just get it so much better, and they get the poetry in that. It's a little bit less razzmatazz as well, which is mostly not the sort of thing that Brel does, even though he did do a little bit of that.
The show captures not only Brel's unique performance style, but the breadth of his music, which includes jazz, folk, and classical influences.
Some of them are about big emotions, some of them are about, funny things that happen, right? Songwriters who tell stories with their songs, that's what appeals to me. Figuring out what's going on with the character and is just as important as the music, and getting everything right in that regard.
Brel plays at Victoria School Gymnasium as part of the Fringe Festival, August 4th through the 12th. In Saskatoon, I'm Simon Hyatt reporting.